on getting power in. So it's going to come in right down here. Kind of showed the power poles over here. We're getting some stuff kind of cleaned up. We've already located the other power, so we're going to kind of come through, go under there, come up here, and we'll just put a switch and an outlet in, and then an outlet up high for the lights. Okay, so here at the building, got this little bit dug out. Didn't go very deep since it's just power. We're going to take a sweep, come up, put an LB partway up the wood here, and go inside and then come up. I've gotten mostly under this, so when we start to dig that out, I'll get that finished out. And then up here we have, so this is the drain for just this little retaining wall here. And we have a solid piece of pipe that goes around and drains around this building. So that comes through here and just goes out. Probably going to go ahead and cut it off here because eventually we're going to step this down. So this would be a good spot, the 45, kind of go around that building. So he got all this cleaned up. We're just getting it moved out. Power pole's there. We'll have to cross the power once, maybe twice up there, but it's pretty deep in one spot. So maybe it'll go over. And then the other power is not very deep, so we may go kind of just in line with it. So working on getting this ready. We get the tractor, start here, get this dug out, go under this, and then dig part of that out. Yeah, welcome back to the Schmitter's 100 Acre Woods. So a lot of people have been asking in some of the comments about if we're going to be running electric to the Sawmill Building, and today that is what we worked on. So join me while I explain this project. We're about halfway there, and show you what we got done so far. Okay, so from the Sawmill Building to our power panel out here at the pole. We already had a panel that's the main panel here, so we're able to run a direct bury line right under. Got the 62 out with the 12-inch bucket and dug this out. Had the cross power that goes over to the shed here, and then the power that goes to that other building ran to the left, so we stayed by it. Earlier I explained that we had the this drain, so I went ahead and just capped it off right here. We're going to put a stake next to it just so we can get back to it, and we'll probably eventually, so it was running that way, we're going to add on to the back of that at some point. So we'll kind of angle it out so it goes around the back side. Dad's already gotten the hole drilled and the LB on here. So have that done. Came in, just put a panel or a box here, so we'll have a switch and an outlet, and then I'll run up, and wherever the power cord here for the lights reaches to, we'll put an outlet up there just so that's out of the way. So it'll be handy to have a switch for the lights and just have a little bit of power out here, so that if we need to run a fan or just something out here, then we have that ability. So about halfway there, get this backfilled, probably get out the B tractor, because it'll maneuver in this area a little bit better. But got the wire in. All left to do is backfill, and then do a little bit more wiring in the building here to get those outlets and switches in. All this backfilled, so that's where that pipe we cut off is, so just mark that there. Walk this in the best I could and just kind of drug stuff back and forth. It needs to settle now, and then I'll kind of do a final grade to get it all in. Moved a little bit more gravel in over here so that we don't have mud. And then inside, just had the wires pulled up inside, so another LB into a box. And then got a sweep up there to a box that will have an outlet, and this will be an outlet and a switch. And yeah, we got the finishing touches on there. Got the plates on there. Just threw on what we had inside. So it just happens to be a metal one and a white one, but now have that plugged in there. So we now have lights that come on with the switch. So it's one of those small things, but it's really handy not having to run an extension cord from that building over. So just a little bit of digging, and the time it took to do that, some direct bury wire, and a couple of outlets and a switch, a little bit of conduit. Not too bad. Welcome back. So just got the power done a bit ago. So the other project we've been working on today is getting this firewood rack kind of ready. So I guess it's actually more of a slab rack for firewood. So a lot of people online have made these, so kind of took some ideas from what they did and built these. Did it out of 2x6, so it was old scrap we had from actually the forms on that Sawmill Building. So they had concrete on them and stuff like that. So for doing any kind of construction, you're always gonna have that on there. Gonna mess up the blades and the shoes and everything on the saw. So we have to use it for this. So kind of show you what we made. So basically just a whole bunch of cross pieces that we bolted together, and then put braces on the bottom that are just scrap wood, and then tied everything together at 16 inches. So the idea is that you line it up here on this edge, and then this back side, if I cut on this back side here, that'll be 16 inches every time. So I'll be able to load up this mess we have going, do 5 or 6 at a time, and then be able to chop, and then pick up my firewood, put it in a basket, and hopefully make quick work of getting some of this stuff cut down, kind of the way you've seen me been doing it. I've been taking the thumb, trying to get it together, but you have longer pieces that are floppy, it ends up being kind of a pain. and then you have to run out and mark it. So this is already, as long as you have it lined up, you can just cut down and get those made. So went together pretty quick. Only thing of note is make sure to do it on a flat level spot. So when we did it, we kind of had the driveway hump, which ended up causing issues. So we ended up having to attach a piece across where we wanted it to be the same, and then go through and kind of start reattaching all of our pieces. So here we did end up taking and just doing a little bit of a notching. So we notched each board so that they come together. Could have gone just a little bit more, but that was all right. And then since this is kind of a scissor action, we ended up just using one bolt here. It's down far enough that I shouldn't get it with the chainsaw, so that should be all right. But that kind of takes some of the force off of just this brace at the bottom, because with it, twisting, it's going to want to twist that apart if there's a lot of weight here. So that'll kind of help hold it. And then the brace here, and then of course the 2x6s that tie it all together at a consistent 16, and then these here just kind of help hold it together, kind of stiffen up the bottom so that it can't move in or out. So we'll give this a try, see how it works. I know there's been a couple other people on YouTube who've made things similar, so seem to work well for them. So it'd be a good way that can quickly clean up this mess we got and keep bagging firewood. So we'll give this a try. So today ended up being a pretty productive day. So we got power running to the building here. So we had the line here in front of me run from the meter base, our main panel, down and across, come inside here. So we got our outlet and switch so we can turn on some lights, and then our outlet up top. So it was nice to get that done. One of those things that didn't take too long. Just needed to take the time to clear this out, dig it, and get that line in. So with the direct bury, we went just under 2 feet, or just deeper than 2 feet. So we didn't have to put it in any conduit or anything. We were able to just put it in. So that worked out really well. Just had the one drain we had to go under here and then locate the power to the shed, and we ended up just going over it because it was fairly deep. So again, not a difficult job, just one of those things needed to get done, but we finally have power in the sawmill building, so that's nice to have. We worked on this slab holder, made it every 16 inches so I could come up, put a piece in, or put several pieces in, and cut every 16 inches to get firewood. A lot of this stuff, if you've been watching videos, I use as slab firewood. So, or I turn into bag firewood from the slabs. So it's cut fairly small already, so I'm able to just split it once, maybe twice, and works really well for bag firewood. Makes nice little pieces. So made this to make it a little bit easier to get that stuff cranked through. So hopefully found it interesting. Finally got a couple projects done we've been looking forward to. So getting the power done, it's nice to have that. Been talking about making this for a little bit, and I don't know, made something pretty sturdy. So hopefully it will kind of work out well. So thank you for watching the Schmitters 100 Acre Woods. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. We'll catch you next time.